Okay, students, so now that we have completed our lesson on application software, focusing on word processing with emphasis on the use of Microsoft Word, you're going to be doing an exciting activity which I know you will all enjoy, and it's in the area of sports. So you are going to be selecting your favorite sport icon and you're going to be profiling that person. Okay, so while you are learning much about your favorite sport icon, you're also going to be learning much more on the formatting tools, putting what you have learned into practice while as you're using the various tools to format your document. I know it will be an exciting journey, and I'm looking forward to see the ending of the assignment. So, all the sports enthusiasts, just get ready and let us roll. So, now that you have been introduced to your activity, where you're going to be creating a profile of your favorite sport character, you are now asked to choose your character. All right? Choose your character. It could be a professional athlete, fictional character from a sports related movie or show, or even a video game character. So you are free to choose whomever you wish to choose. Now, after you have decided who is it I want to write a profile on, whether it is a track and field personality, a football personality, a cricket personality, or a boxer, you are now going to be gathering information. So do your research and gather information about your chosen character. You are asked to include details like the name of your icon, the age, the sport the person plays, all the achievements, a background story, and any other interesting facts. So you're going to be gathering that information, and you can go to Google. So say, for example, you choose Usain Bolt. You go to Google and you type in Usain Bolt. And there we have it. I select this and I'm seeing an image of Usain. I'm also having information about Usain. So you can actually choose what you want and you're gathering your information. So after you have gathered in your information, you're going to be opening Microsoft Word. All right, and you're going to open a new document in Microsoft Word. So you're familiar with this space. This is where we were in our last class where we discussed various formatting tools. So now you're going to be putting some of what you have learned into action. Okay. Now the first thing you're going to do is to create a title or a heading. Now this should be at the top of the page and it should be of such profile of and the person's name. So, for example, I'm going to be profiling Usain. I'm going to center. I'm going to use a font size that is large enough. I use Arial rounded empty bold. And I'm going to be selecting like 28. Put on my caps lock. Profile of Usain Bolt. All right. Now, what else am I asked to do? So you're required to use a larger font size and bold style to make it stand out. So based on what you're seeing here, this stands out. All right. Now we are going to the next task, and the next task basically asks you for a profile picture. Find an image of your character and insert it into your document. You need to resize the image if necessary to fit well within the document. So we go back here and here we have a picture of Usain. Click on it and I have a tool, snipping tool. I'm going to be capturing. So I do this and I capture Usain's image. I click on it and I'm waiting on it to come up. And after that, here it is. I'm going to be saving it so that I can insert it in my document. So I type Usain Bolt, save it as a PNG. All right, it says I have one already, so I'll be using the one that I have on file. So I'm going to be getting that document that I have for Usain Bolt, and here it is. So I'm going to copy. All right, going back to the Microsoft Word document, and I'm going to paste it. All right, you're asked to resize if necessary. Maybe we can do just a little resizing of the document. Just a little. Just a little. All right. There it is. Good. What's the next task? Text formatting is our next task. So start by typing the character's name, age, and sport. So here we're going back, name, age, and sport. All right, so we have to use a different font. We do not want everything to be looking the same. You understand? So we're going to be using a different font and different font size. So we have name there, age, and sport. So what sport does that this person plays? So we're putting our document together. All right. So use different font styles and sizes and colors to make the text visually appealing. Okay. The next task is achievements. So we are going to create a bulleted list of a table to showcase the character's achievements. All right, so what is it we're going to be doing? So I put achievements here, and we are asked to use bold or italic styles to highlight important details. All right, so let's say Usain, and I would want to change to a different font, Arial, and I'm using 16, and I'm going to be highlighting. So I put bold. So if he was a gold medalist in the 2007 100-meter event. All right, to put that there and all the achievements that you would have, gathered information about. You are going to be writing them. Okay. Next task, you're asked to prepare a background story. So you're going to write a paragraph or two about the character's background story and use a clear font style and size for easy reading. All right, so we go back and we are going to be writing background story. All right, so I want my heading to look different, so I'm going to go back to Bodoni 18. All right, and then enter there, and we can maybe go back to Arial 16, and we can write probably something like Usain Bolt was born in Trelawney, and you're telling something about him, how he started, maybe the primary school that he went, how he grew up in his community, and anything that you would have found out while you were gathering information. You're going to write that in your background story. All right? Hope we are making this very clear. Then you're going to have another heading. Remember, we are creating a profile of your favorite sport character. So a favorite quote. What is it you know that your icon love to say? Favorite quote. Okay. So again, we're looking at formatting. So we want the font and the font style. We want everything to be uniformed. All right. So favorite quote. So what if the favorite quote was something like, born to be a winner? Put it like this. Born to be a winner. Right. Is this making sense? Good. Then we speak of border and shading. So going to experiment with adding borders or shading to certain sections of your document to make them stand out. For instance, you could use a shaded background to the character's achievements. So here we go back to the Word document. First, we're going to put in a border. We go to Design, Page Borders, and we're going to be selecting something that maybe relates to your scene, if we can find that. What about this world here, icon? Let me reduce the size so that it doesn't crowd out the information too much. All right, want it to be on the first page only. All right, there we go. And we talk about shading. So we want to shade these achievements, probably. We go to shading and we want to select a color here, maybe yellow. Good. Probably we do that too for the heading. So we go to shading and maybe we put yellow again. Wonderful. All right. So you need to now review and edit your document. So go through your document to look for any spelling or formatting errors. Make sure the text is well organized and easy to read. And don't forget, you need to save your work. So you're going to go back, read through, ensure you put your information, the tab, nice space, nicely spaced. Look to see if we have things, you know, maybe this can come over a little more, right? We have it very uniform, nicely done. All right. So our work should be well organized. Good. Wonderful. All right. Now remember, you're going to be saving your work. So you go to File, Save As, and you're going to select where you're going to be, maybe, sorry, on your desktop. On your desktop, you're going to be saving profile of Usain Bolt. You save, do your review, make sure that you have no spelling errors. And once you're satisfied with your profile, you can either print it out or save it as a PDF to share digitally. So if you go back to the document, File, and we select Save As, all right, it's on the desktop. We can select from here PDF. So we have a PDF file. And there we go. Right. So there are some tips I would like to share as you go along to ensure that your document is properly formatted. So use headings and subheadings to organize different sections of your profile. Experiment with font sizes and styles to create a visually appealing layout. Play around with text alignment and spacing to improve the overall look of your document. Right, so anything you need to center, so we center this, you left align, and all of that. All right, so remember, this activity not only helps you practice using Microsoft Word, the word processing software, but it also allows you to express your creativity while sharing information about your favorite sports character. So guess what? Have fun creating your profile. Good luck.